It's working. It's working. Yeah, okay, it's working. Hi. This is the most effort I've made in weeks. Yeah, that's not. Anyway, hi. Just crack myself up. Miriam here, and today we are doing a I Remember When segment. So this is a segment where I receive different stories from people who want to share anything from wardrobe malfunctions to having it in with people who don't understand how things should be working, or just the pure joy of loving what you do. I felt it would be nice to share, knowing we can't really be with each other right now. Anyway, but yeah, at the moment we're doing the performers segment, and then opening it up to all jobs, all walks of life, everything. Without further ado, let's start. And I'll start it off by sharing a story of mine that happened in my early teen years, that I would still remember forever. Yeah, but it's good. It's good to let it out, because then it can, it can just make its way through your system, and then you can talk about it and be fine. Which now I can talk about it and be fine, but it's still up there. I love you, Mum, but don't do that again. Anyway, yeah, so it was in my early teens. We were living in London, and yes. And we got invited to a wedding in France. And here we go, going to the wedding, everything is great. And 2 days before, my mom pulls me to one side and is like, oh, by the way, so I told them that our present will be you performing. Sorry, what? Yeah. And I told them that you would do a tap dance, so I have your tap shoes in my bag. What? So yeah, she, love her, took my tap shoes and the music to basically a performance I just had at school. So she took the music and my tap shoes in her bag, and then sprung this on me 2 days before the wedding. On one side I was like, oh yeah, and on the other side I was like, please swallow me, ground. Why is this happening? Yes. So the day came, I could not concentrate at all. The whole day I had a knot in my stomach. I was shaking inside. I was just completely stressed out. Cause yeah, my mom was like, yeah, no, it'll be great. I haven't seen you since you were born. All right, I mean, okay, great. And yeah, so we got through the day. We got to the dinner. That's where the stomach, it felt like a stomach ulcer was starting, seriously. The stomach was getting worse. I was shaking. I was barely eating, trying to get through the meal and like smiling stuff. Anyway, then it comes to it. And now we're gonna have Miriam performing, blah, blah, blah. Get to the stage. Wait for this. So I'm supposed to do tap dance, right? The stage is carpeted. Whole stage. Carpet. Yeah. So then they look around like, oh wait, we can just grab one of those tables, and fold the legs. We fold the legs. Oh, it's wobbly. Oh, let's turn it over. Okay, so now the legs, and it's the legs that are kind of crisscross. So now I have triangles to dance in. Yeah, so that, yeah. And then we go to give the music. Oh, you don't take cassette tapes. All right, so no music? No music. Okay, well, let's go. Turn, see all of these people. And here's me starting in my little triangle. shuffle, ball change, shuffle, ball change. And then jump to the other triangle, shuffle, 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 shuffle. Yeah, I got through it. I added arms, as you do, you know, you make it work. I added arms since I wasn't traveling, and of course this choreography was supposed to travel all around the stage and up and down. Yeah, I added arms on my one spot, and then it ended and I heard the claps and it was as if, okay. And then once it was done, the knot in my stomach was gone. I was still kind of shaking, but of relief. And then I went to the bride and groom and they were like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. This was wonderful. And that was the reward, of course. Like, of course, I would love to share and do things, but in my own terms, Mom, in my own terms. Okay. So yeah, as a whole, it went well, I guess. But yeah, Mom, please don't volunteer me and then, you know, don't give me notice. I know it's my profession, but it's also, it comes from within here. So if I want to, then, you know, it's nothing. But if it's opposed, then it's another story. I love you though. I love you so much. I know you're probably watching this. I know she's probably watching this and commenting like crazy. That's not what, that's blah, blah. But hey, that's how I remember it, okay? Love you so much. All right, now going on to another one.
So, I remember when I booked my first big job as a dancer. It was for Snoop Dogg and Pharrell Williams at the EMAs. And the song was Drop It Like It's Hot. And yeah, and at the time, I was madly in love with Pharrell Williams. But I didn't know I was actually going to dance for Pharrell, because it said the audition and everything, it was for Snoop Dogg. You know, sometimes they perform the songs and they don't have the artist there to do the other part with you. That's what I thought. But it wasn't like that. Pharrell was also going to do the show. But I didn't know that until soundcheck day. And we get to the soundcheck, we go to our spots to do the routine. And then I see Pharrell on the stage. I'm like, wait a minute. Anyway, I got so nervous. And I go to my spot, we start the routine. And there was a point where Pharrell come over to my side. And there was a moment where our eyes met. And I just lost it. I mean, like I lost the choreo. The choreo just stripped away from my body. Couldn't remember a single step. And yes, I stood there. Just stood there. And eventually I'm like, okay, I gotta chase the choreo down. And I was chasing it and I never made it. And we finished, sound check over. Choreographer comes over to me and yeah, I was in trouble. She yelled at me and was like, you gotta get your shit together. If not, you won't be on that stage tomorrow. Get it together. So I went home. I was practicing a lot. My friend, I had her like be all up in my face and try to distract me to make me not forget the choreo. So I did that. And then the next day, show day comes. I'm already super nervous. And then I'm also very nervous to not mess up and make her mad again. And yeah, so we're behind stage, about to get on. And then they come and they rush us on stage to get into our position. And my position was like this, and I'm looking out. I can't see any of the other dancers. I cannot see the artists, anybody. And then I'm waiting for Drop It Like It's Hot to start. The lights come on, cameras on, and the song comes on, and it's Gin and Juice, not Drop It Like It's Hot. We were never informed of anything else but Drop It Like It's Hot, not Gin and Juice. I don't know what to do. I'm standing there, talking to myself. My heart comes out of my chest. What do I do? All I thought about was to not mess up. But now I don't know what to do. I don't know. Should I move? Should I stand still? Should I try to move slow to see if anybody's doing it? But if I move, if everybody's not moving and I shouldn't move, is everybody moving? I don't know, I can't see anything. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so I was screaming and talking to myself and shaking, and my heart came out of my chest. Anyway, I was doing that throughout the whole song. The song finished, lights off. I'm still sitting there shaking, and then somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, okay, you can come off stage now. So, yeah, until today, I never know what that was about. Why were we on that stage? They never told us about this. And I found out, and also I talked to the other dancers afterwards. They were all stressing out. They were all like, don't know what to do. But they all stood still and did not move, which was very good because I did the right thing then. And then eventually, later, we went on the stage again to actually perform Drop It Like It's Hot. And I didn't mess up. But, yeah, the reason why I chose this story is because every time I hear gin and juice, my heart comes out of my chest for a split second. Every time. It never fails. If I hear it on the radio, if I go in a store and they're playing it, or anytime, doesn't matter. I get nervous and it takes me back to the stage for a split second. And then I come out of it and I'm just like, okay, feeling the song. But yeah, gin and juice.
That's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.